CKF here. Welcome guys to another 4th gen battle right now. It's actually 9 AM. Can you imagine me at 9 AM? Wow. Oh man, I went to my pal pad again. God damn it. Yeah, so I had a battle with Giscor360 yesterday, which is really strange because I don't normally ever go to battle Giscor. Not for YouTube anyway. We've become pretty much good friends lately, and we don't usually battle much. Not for YouTube anyway. I mean, we do have a battle every now and again, but for YouTube, I mean, it's quite unheard of these days. So here's a good 4th gen with Giscor. I'm not going to lie, he has been pummeling me for quite a time now. So, yeah, let's see if this is any different. So I'm going to send out Proper, and he's going to lead out with his Scarm. So he's going to set up the Stealth Rock, and I'm going to set up my Stealth Rock, which means he does actually, in effect, sacrifice his Mamoswine's Focus Sash. So he switches in Mamoswine, it takes the damage there, and yeah. So I actually give the Ice Punch. He makes a good switch there, because I didn't want to overpredict and go for the Earthquake, so, you know, I wanted to get an Ice Punch off on that Skarmory, but he's not going to let me. So he goes for the EQ. I actually changed my Swampert CVs. I believe it is more invested in defense now, and it's not going to do half, which is really, really nice. And I'm able to get off my own EQ right there, and it's able to take him out from there, which is really, really nice. So a nice punch and EQ from Proper will take down Pies, which is really, really cool for me. So now he's going to go into Ambipalm, and I was like, what the fuck? Because this thing is a fake out monster. So I'm going to go into my Warhorse to take the fake out. And this thing could pretty much wreck me after Stealth Rock damage. He gets a crit as well, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't really matter too much because, yeah. So he taunts me, and I was going to double switch straight into Aerodactyl there, but he gets the taunt off because I want to be safe. So I'm pretty much screwed right here. And, yeah, I'm going to switch out now into Proper, predicting the Brave Bird. So I don't really know what is up with that. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Ice Punch right here. He decides to stay in to get some residual down, to whirlwind me out even. And he's going to whirlwind me out into Blood Red. And I'm like, okay, shit's going to hit the fan now. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm not sure. I think I may switch because I don't want to risk it. Yeah, I don't want to risk my Blood Red because I know this thing is the strongest thing against his team. So I'm going to go back into my Warhorse as he predicts maybe an attack and tries to roost it off. But which is a good play because I wouldn't be able to kill it in one hit. So I go for a Toxic, predicting the switch, but he actually stays in and whirlwinds me out into Blood Red again. So I'm taking more residual damage from Stealth Rock, and it is becoming residual damage because it's like every turn or something crappy. So I'm going to roost up here because Blood Red's like, okay, you know what? Sod you, foo. I've had enough. So he whirlwinds me out again into Swampert, and I'm like, okay, shit's hitting the fan now. So I'm ready to go. And I'm thinking Swampert is just going to be a beast here. And he actually goes for the Brave Bird to get rid of this thing because it is just a pain in his ass. And I'm like, okay. So I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. And this is good because now I know he doesn't like Swampert. It's pissing him off. So I'm going to stay in. And I'm just going to keep Ice Punching until either I get a Freeze Hex or I die. Because, I don't know, I don't really need Swampert at this precise moment in time. Because he is my lead Pokemon. He's done his job. He's got his rocks up. So I didn't really need him for anything else. So I'm quite happy to just fodder him off or wait until he switches out or something. I don't know. If I was him, I maybe would have gone for the Whirlwind there and then roosted so that I would have died to Stealth Rocks. But that's me. So he's going to get his lefties back and everything, and I'm going to send in this. And everybody knows this thing is like, I'm going to kick your ass, fool. So he sends in Vaporeon right here, and I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower because I want to play safe and I don't want to overpredict. So I get off the Flamethrower, which is going to do nice damage. And he's like, oh, damn it, he's Specs, which obviously tricks me into thinking, okay, he thinks I'm Specs, so I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt. But he knows I'm not Specs, so he kind of wound me up here, and he's going to double switch into Electivire. And I'm like, fuck, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I go for the T-Bolt, and what do you know? He goes for the Ice Punch, and oh my god, it doesn't kill. How? I'm frail as you like. So I go for the Psychic, which is Stab plus Life Orb plus my special attack. I think it's a base 125 special attack, and I'm going to be able to take that out, which is really nice. So he goes into this thing, and I'm like, oh my god, freaking hell. Come on, really? So I'm going to switch back into Warhorse to get raped in the ass by more Stealth Rocks, anally I might add. And after the fake out, oh my god, I'm useless. So I know he's going to taunt here, but I actually protect because I really don't know what he's going to do, and I don't want to risk him predicting the ice punch. I don't want him to go for the ice punch predicting blood red, because that would suck. So I stay in. I go to rest, but he does use the taunt, which was a bad play on my part. But I thought maybe he'd switch, but you know, doesn't always work out for you. So I'm going to use struggle right here because I'm like, you know what, I really don't give a shit about the shuckle anymore, it's useless. Because I really don't need it. So I'm going to stay in, go for the struggle, and I think he thinks I'm going to stay in. So I go into Azelf now, and he's like, oh. So he's going to roost up, which means he does get a free roost, but I can one-hit kill this thing with Azelf. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what, I'm just going to predict Vaporeon, because Electivire is now dead, so I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt. What do you know, he sends it in. He says he wants to keep his Scarm for later, which I can actually really see. I don't see why I'd want to fodder that. So he goes into Vaporeon, just fodders Vaporeon, and I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. So it is more Life Orb, and I have to stay in here because I will get Ash Raped by Stealth Rock, so I kind of just have to take the Fake out, because it does mean a free switching for me. So I'm switching to Blood Red, and I'm like, Foo, you're going down, because Blood Red is so fast, it's wow. So he sends in the Scarm. I want to go for Stone Edge, just begging that he switches, and he does. And oh my god, look how much this does. To a Skarmory, that's a shit ton. So I'm going to go for it again, because I don't think he'll Brave Bird me. And yeah, I get a crit, and it did matter by about 10 or 15 HP, I can see that now. So that kind of sucks, but it is payback for the crit on my Shuckle, so sorry about that. So I'm going to switch into Warhorn now, because he is my fodder. I do have to completely fodder him off this turn, but it does waste Ambipom's Fake out, and I'm able to go into Bronzong, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, he taunts my Bronzong, and I'm like, okay dude, that's fine, because I actually went for an Earthquake. So I did predict the taunt right there, which is really nice for me, because I want to get that thing down, and I don't actually set up on this thing anyway. So I predict the sub, so I'm going to slow it right down here so I can talk. So I predict the sub, so I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to use Explosion, which will break the sub, and then when I go into Blood Red, I can Earthquake for the win, and that way this thing can't set up on me and sweep my team. So apparently shit doesn't go down that like that, because he actually goes for the T-Bolt, and I'm like, dude, awesome, because I actually decide to go chicka boom all over his Raikou's face, and Raikou is actually pretty much just going to go down to that, which is really weird, because yeah, Bronzong's attack is horrible, but then again, it does half your defense first, so that is game. So awesome game there, Giscor. Thanks again for the match, buddy. We don't battle that often, so it's really nice to actually get a 4th gen battle in with you and be able to get it up on YouTube. So you know, it's also nice to actually win for once. You have been beating me for quite a while. You know, it's just nice to see that this team's working well, and it's not exactly a counter to your team. So, I mean, it's always a good battle between us. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I know I certainly enjoyed having this battle. So, please comment, rate, and sub. Look out for my 5th gen battle, which is going up in a minute. I have a battle scheduled at 3 or 4 p.m. this afternoon with Giscor360. It is, in fact, my worst nightmare. It's a triple battle mono type. I was like, ugh. So that will be happening this afternoon, so please make sure you guys go and check that out. Like I said, please comment, like, and sub, and I'll catch you guys later.